crew chief, number 69, Garchi Ferrer.
This is season 101.
San Beda versus Letran in NCAA season 101 basketball. We begin the ball game. Good to have you here, Martin Javier, Prince Rivero. Later on, we'll hear from Fatima Reyes. First crack at the basket here for the Knights. Prince, etong Letran galing sa talo. Mataas ang expectation sa kanila going into the season. But obviously, in the first game, they dropped it. Not the ideal start for them. How do you bounce back?
First of all, kung titignan mo tong Letran, umpisa pa lang, they're really trying to execute their play. Siyempre, kailangan makakuha ka muna ng rhythm. But, if you're really gonna look at that first play, kita mo kung paano yung pressure nitong San Beda. Making sure na they know na they mean business. After coming from that great win during their first game, pinaparamdam agad nila yung pressure dito sa Letran as early as now.
Yeah, San Beda's confidence is sky high after that first win against Benilde. And speaking of confidence, yung humawak ng bola kanina, Brian Sahonia, na-foul na ito ni Teo Cuajao.
Martin, sa tingin mo may epekto ba yung hairstyle ng Letran dun sa naging first game nila?
May chance.
Kasi medyo yung superstitions di ba?
Yeah.
Sa tingin ko, it plays a role
At yung mga lineup na kino-coach ni Coach Alan Ricardo, we saw that in the juniors division.
Ever since.
Ever since. Yun yung mga nag-champion.
Oo.
Brian Sahonia picking up from where he left off in the previous game, knocking down the first basket of the game.
And this is the Brian Sahonia that we didn't see much of last season kasi medyo hindi siya ganun ka-aggressive both on taking the leadership and yung role ng pagiging yung veteran player na kinukunan ng puntos ng San Beda.
Pero mukhang ibang season to para kay Brian Sahonia. Of course, different mentality. 16 points against Benilde. He starts off the scoring with a triple from the left wing. And San Beda, despite being slightly depleted today, they're not faced at all. Sahonia off the screen, floats it up, hits back iron, gets it back. Sahonia again, this time off the glass.
That was a great offensive play by Brian Sahonia, but I think he saw the roll guy from the big man, which made him look at him, and then the defender decided not to help out much on him, and he got off to that shot, and then the offensive rebound.
Peter Rosillo answers right back for Letran. Yan ang unang 2 puntos ng Letran Knights. Rosillo was a non-factor against JRU, only 2 points. They look to pick it up here. Papeño, quickly to Cuajao. Cuajao! That's the whistle on the rookie, Jimmy Reyes.
Ito na yung pinag-uusapan natin kaninang aggressiveness and yung energy ng Letran. Although San Beda got the first point, makikita mo naman dito na pinapakita na nila yung pressure dito kay Coach Allen.
Teo Cuajao at the free throw line. This gives us an opportunity to go courtside with Our Lady of Fatima Reyes dahil i-explain niya sa atin kung bakit slightly depleted ngayong araw na to itong San Beda Red Lions. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin and Princess, we are expecting a dogfight between these two rivalry teams. The San Beda Red Lions will be playing today's game without their captain, Yuken Andrada, due to right shoulder strain, which according to him needs a week to recover. We will also be seeing RC Kalimag due to back spasm and MJ Veloces, who is still under the weather. On the other side, nabanggit nyo nga, it's a good news for Letran as Teo Cuajao is finally back after missing their first game at naibahagi niya sa akin na kung meron daw siyang bit-bit na mindset at ang kanyang kupanan, ito ay syempre matalo na sa lahat, wag lang si San Beda. Now let's see how this classic rivalry will unfold to give us an exciting game. Martin and Prince.
Thank you so much, Fatima Reyes. Well, that's the mindset to have in a rivalry game, Prince.
Yes, and again, yung mga ganong classic mindset, maririnig mo lang yan sa mga rival teams. Di bale nang matalo ka sa ibang team, huwag lang doon sa rivalry na kalaban ninyo, which is yung San Beda and Letran. Again, I'm not saying na okay matalo sa ibang teams, pero yung mindset mo coming into a rival game, normally ganun talaga. And thinking about that and making sure na one page yung isang buong team nyo, na yun ang mindset, is really gonna give you that energy and then, that will to win.
They have extra motivation today. Meantime, Teo Cuajao picking up 2 quick fouls. So, he takes a seat. Medyo malamig pa si Teo Cuajao. Pinalitan niya ito ni Jun Roque.
Oh, and that's gonna be tough for Letran, especially I was about to say kanina na I like the pace of Letran. How they're trying to push the ball really on offense and them pressuring San Beda on defense to get those turnovers and force bad shots. But him picking up those 2 fouls, medyo it's gonna take out the balance for Letran.
Jimmy Reyes knocking down 2 free throws. That guy, rookie point guard ng San Beda, came over from the US, from California, played NCAA Division II, was a big factor in that win against Benil. He had 13 points in his NCAA debut.
Again, he won't be called Iverson for nothing.
That's true.
And rocking the number 3.
Yeah, I know. Alam mo kung sino yung idol ng magulang, ano?
Tama.
Jimwell Iverson Reyes. Meantime, Letran behind by 3. Rosilio unable to handle the ball well. Nawala. Kay Rosilio yung bola doon. And a quick substitution for Coach Allen. Jonathan Manalili, who comes off the bench for the 2nd straight game, is now inserted.
Martin, if you're gonna look at the lineup of both Letran and San Beda, I think ang strength ng Letran should be their bigs.
Yeah.
Kasi mas agile yung bigs nila na nandito ngayon sa lineup compare mo sa San Beda. Again, Yuki is not playing.
Yeah.
Si Yuki ang pinaka pwede magpahirap dito sa Letran in terms of bigs, pero hindi siya naglalaro. So I think Letran should maximize that.
Yuki not playing with a shoulder strain. Oh! Money shot para dito kay Jimboy Estrada.
Napakaganda ng move na yun, ano? He got that bump and then that separation that he needed to get the shot off.
That's a familiar Jimboy Estrada shot. Letran within a point. Brian Sahonia, who's having a fast start. And he continues to be hot for the Red Lions.
Wala pa siyang pawis pero dalawa na. Yung tinira niya sa labas na na-shoot niya.
8 out of San Beda's 10 points. Nanggaling lang po kay Brian Sahonia. Buen Salida runs into a double team, turns around, but it's off. Etule. Oh, Manalili got too aggressive on Reyes. And he'll be called for his first foul.
Isang sign para malaman mo na aggressive ang isang team dumepensa is maaga silang nape-penalty.
Yeah.
Okay. They're trying to make sure na San Beda knows na hindi kami papayag na sumabay kayo sa pace namin. And them trying to play defense, ang downside naman nun is kapag nasobran ka sa aggressiveness, you get fouls.
Kasi 6:32 to go. You just saw the highlights of Brian Sahonia. 8 points already. 6.5 to go. 5 fouls na. Itong Letran Knights. 5 team fouls. Christopher Martin in attendance. Of course, one of our actors here in GMA, also a Sparkle artist.
2 free throws for Jimwell Reyes.
Okay, so kinorek nila. Long to lang yung huling basket nito ni Brian Sahonia.
Oo, parang nung nakita ko nung tumira siya, medyo nakaapak sa linya. But the referee called the 3, which they corrected now to 2. So, makes sense.
7 points for
7
Brian
points.
Sahonia. But that's still a lot. Especially in the first 3.5 minutes.
Yes.
Diba?
I mean, 3.5 minutes, 7 points para sa isang player. Aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressiveness nung pinapakita ni Sahonia.
11-6. Jimmy Reyes able to knock down another set of free throws. Manalili trying to shake him off. They go to Tapeño. Roque on top to Manalili. That's an offensive foul. Oh! No, it's not. It's going to be against the Red Lions.
Holding foul, number 2, Kian Caldona, his first 3 on the Red Lions.
So,
14 seconds
Medyo
on the
baka
shot.
nasobrahan sa aggressiveness and maybe na angle of the referees. Meron talagang kapit na naganap na hindi natin nakita.
Manalili, fresh clock for Letran. Titing attacks. Etule gets the board. Puldora broken up by Jimboy Estrada. Estrada, pull-up jumper, too strong. Tip in by Jun Roque.
Arthur Roque.
Ito na yung aggressiveness ng Letran na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Right after the basket, makikita mo yung mga guards nila. Pume-pressure na agad sa inbound pa lang.
Oh, they forced the turnover on the other side. Letran calls for time. They are trying to catch up here in the first frame. Welcome back to the coverage. Brian Sajonia had a game in Araneta on October 1st against the Blazers. 16 points.
Oh, relentless beast. Bagay na bagay dun sa pangalan ng Red Lions. Dalam-dala niya, especially dun sa game na pinapakita niya ngayon, kanina as early as 3 minutes and a half, papasok pa lang dito sa quarter na to, yung aggressiveness niya to score and to really maximize yung mismatch na napupunta sa kanya. Again, we all know na medyo maliit siya, pero yung build niya at saka yung base ng katawan niya ng foundation, mas malaki compared mo to regular guard, which is maximizing and getting those separations and creating open shots for him.
Yeah. Knows how to use his body.
Yes.
Especially against guards that he can handle. Manalili. Oh! What a move! Dipsy-do! What a first basket for Titing Manalili. Look at this, Prince. He is here to dance. Manalili, the cross. Oh! And then the Dipsy-do on his way to the cup. Umupo pa, nagkape pa sa ere.
May panahon pa para humigop ng kape bago lumeyap.
This guy is a special player, and he can't wait to show it here in the seniors division. We saw it in the juniors division. Pero ito, unti-unti na siyang nagpapakilala. Not a contact. Etule rejecting Manalili. He was looking for a foul, pati si Coach Allen right in the referee's face.
But that was a great defense.
Yeah.
Naiwan niya na to si Brian eh.
Oh! Binura?
Eh, kanina binanggit ko lang sa yung build at saka base nito ni Brian Sajonia, creating space. Eh, sinabi lang naman ni Manalili na kaya ko rin yun.
Shot clock violation against Letran. That's their second one in the first frame. Nangyari yung una sa pinakaunang possession.
And again, the score is 11-10 and makikita natin kung paano talaga dumipensa itong parehas na team. Ibang-iba talaga ang mga laro kapag rivalry ang pinag-uusapan.
Sajonia misfires. Ball tapped around. Kuldora is able to draw the foul.
Bismarck Lina. Pumasok na. And Jomel Puno. Ayan.
Yeah. Jomel Puno and Jonty Miller. Jonty Miller scored 16 points in his debut. Jomel Puno wasn't there against Benilde as he was recovering from an injury. Great to see him back on the court. He'll enter in just a little bit. Pati si Nigel Gonzalez, nasa court na rin natin.
Oo.
For San Beda.
Yan yung mga veterano.
Kabila naman, Kevin Santos. So, Santos and Lina. Yan yung magiging matchup natin sa center spot.
Parehas malalakas kumuha ng rebound. Parehas malalakas bumangga. Parehas magaling humanap ng mga open spots underneath.
A player who wasn't utilized in their game against Benilde para sa San Beda, si Zane Halbuena. Just checked in as well. Kuldora knocks down the second. Puno comes in for him. Mark Denver Omega. Balik dito sa ating, enters the game for the first time. In the first contest against JRU, he actually started. Unable to make the catch.
6 sila. 6 yung Letran na players. Oo, kasi 4 yung nandito. 2 dito. May tao sa gitnang open. Iniisip ko, bakit open to? Eh, lahat sila may bantay.
Just a miscom on the floor. Yeah, you rarely see that happen. Oh, yeah. Oo nga. Hanggang ngayon, 6 pa rin sila. Jun Roque is still there.
Sino yung pumasok? Si Santos, kapapasok lang. Omega, papasok pa lang. Pero inbound pa lang 6 sila.
Yeah.
So nagulat ako, mayroong isang open pero lahat may bantay. Sabi ko, sino kayo nung tao to?
Ito kaya yung sinisilip ng referees natin. Yeah, pero 6 nga sila until the pause happened.
After nung substitution, hindi lumabas yata yung isang player. Pumasok lang.
Sige, tignan natin to. Okay, yan nga yung sinisilip ng referees natin. Okay, ang pinag-uusapan nila, either 6 lang sila, pero may point of view yung ating official na 4 lang yung nasa court para sa Letran.
Yun yung sinasabi ko sa'yo kasi 3 yung nandito, may isa sa gitna. So baka yun yung kita ng camera. Pero may 2 tao dito na kinuha nung San Beda, kaya open yung gitna. Ayan yung sinasabi nila na 4 lang. Kasi 3 yan. 3 yan, tapos may isang kumat dito na pang-4.
Si Omega yung nasa gitna, yung sasalog
yan,
dito.
pang-4. May 2 pa dun. May 2 pa dun sa corners.
Okay. Okay, so 4 lang talaga. Nasa labas pala. At least, that's what we're seeing here in the video. But
hindi nakunan itong side na to, pero andito yung 2 sa corner. Kaya kung titignan mo yung San Beda, 2 player nila nasa may paint. Kasi 2 players ng Letran nasa 2 corners. So, kasi kaya hindi to kinuha kasi mas mauuna talaga yun dito kasi transition to.
Okay. Again, we
technical free throws.
Don't see this a lot.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, but it happens. So, that's a tech on Letran. Jonty Miller to take a free throw. Jonty also coming over from Fairfield, California. Ang lakas ng hype. Sige. Ito, this is another perspective.
Ayan 4. May 2. Ayan may 2 pa dito. Yan yung sinasabi ko. So 6 nga.
6. This is the full court view. Okay. So 6 na player yung nasa loob para sa Letran. Kaya po sila natawagan ng technical foul. Bismarck Lina.
Kanina, ang sinasabi natin na magiging matchup, itong si Santos at si Bismarck. Nakakita ni Coach Ali, parang medyo lumaki si Bismarck. Si Omega na lang ang ilalagay natin sa kanya. And pagpasok pa lang, inatake agad nila si Omega.
Kaya first foul dito si MDO. So Bismarck Lina going to the free throw line. He gets the roll. Bismarck Lina against Benilde. In their first game, only played 10 minutes, took 2 shots, scored 2 points, which is, of course, not the usual Bismarck Lina numbers. Pero they'll take it kasi panalo sila against Benilde.
And again, minsan hindi lang natin nakikita through points yung nagiging tulong ng isang player kasi maraming mga players dyan, role player lang pinapasok to defend certain guys, making sure na yung bantay nila hindi rin nakakapag-contribute. And that alone is already a win for that player.
Estrada against Gonzalez. Santos stopping his dribble. Awkward shot is off. Jonty Miller gets it. Here he comes. Miller attacks. Miller gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up for Jonty Miller.
Alam mo sino nakikita ko dito kay Jonty Miller?
Sino?
Parang halo ni Ja Morant at saka ni Clarkson. Yung klase ng laro, kung gaano siya ka-relax. Gaano siya ka-relax magbaba ng bola. Tapos isang tingin sa kanan lang, lumipat sa kaliwa. Ando doon na. Ganon ka-open.
Yeah. And you see his perspective on the court. He sees it, you know, on an
iba yung
level
vision.
higher.
Iba yung vision na nakikita niya. And again, I think isa yan sa mga bagay na nakukuha ng mga players na nanggagaling abroad. Kasi doon, mas malalaki talaga yung mga players and iba talaga yung game of play doon.
Higher level of play. Oh, Omega and Lina. Wow, that's 2 quick fouls on MDO. And that was also his problem in the first game.
Medyo mahihirapan itong Letran kung ganito ang magiging takbo ng laro nila, no? Yung gigil na dapat ginugugol nila para sa pag-pressure, nadadala rin nila sa offense na nakakasama pa.
Dun sa first game nila, Omega only played 5 minutes and he had 3 fouls, Prince. Kaya hindi na siya ibinabad nito ni Coach Allen. But he started that game.
Baka yung jitters nga, no? Medyo it's getting to him.
Lina. Handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez pulling the trigger. Not that time. Jumel Puno with the offensive rebound. Gonzalez wisely pulling it back. Pumuposisyon yung Bismarck Lina. Lina, no. And Santos collects the board.
Okay yung nakikita nitong San Beda, no? Ina-attack nila si Omega. Again, Omega has 2 fouls. If they get that 3rd foul, automatic pauupuin na yan ni Coach and mababawasan yung malalaki ng Letran na nasa loob, which they can really maximize.
San Beda has been controlling the first quarter so far. 18-10 lead as we go to this timeout. Balik sa ating laban. And in that loss against JRU, Jimboy was still himself. You know, he had Jimboy-like numbers.
Yeah,
Jimboy
he tried to take over doon sa game na yun, pero nabitin. Ayan yung hindi natin nakikita ngayon. Sa mga nakakita, yung Letran kasi, and normally yung team nito ni Coach Allen, bago mag-start ang season, lahat sila nagpapakalbo. Kasi para sa kanya, it's a sign na parang to get your feet on the ground, na to stay humble. Kasi back to zero. Kumbaga. So hindi natin nakikita ngayon yan.
Speaking of, it was reported dun sa first game na yon ni Gleisel Galpo na sabi ni Coach Allen, sige hindi muna, pinagbigyan muna yung mga bata niya. After the first loss na lang sila, kung matatalo sila magpapakalba. Kaya I wonder why it didn't happen. Looks like he is, you know, giving...
Bakit may mga buhok pa rin sila?
He's giving another chance to his team to prove themselves. Oh! Kevin Santos with a put down.
Pinaramdam lang niya kay Bismarck na ako dapat yung ka-matchup mo, pero binigay ka muna kay Omega. Bigyan na lang din kita.
We have to see that again. Albuena got the step off to the left. And that could be the momentum swing Letran has been waiting for. Big moment on the offensive side for them. Let's see if they can follow up. Posisyonan sa ilalim. Albuena gives up the foul. And this was the two-hander. Manalili going to Santos, who was cutting baseline. And no fear on the two-hand jam.
But you know, that's what I like about Santos. Ando doon yung emotions niya, pero nonchalant lang siya Kahit na nakakuha siya ng mga big plays na gano'n. I mean, even before, nakakuha siya ng big plays, makikita mo straight face lang siya. Pero pag tinignan mo siya, parang napakaangas.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what he's hoping for, hoping that could get him going and his team. He had 10 points and 11 rebounds in that game against JRU.
That might be the spark na kailangan nila para dito sa game na to para makabawi, makabalik.
Gonzalez brings it across. Nigel sends it out. Miller, too strong. The rebound goes to Roque. Uy! Manalili makes the catch. Manalili, pocket pass. Again, it's Santos on the receiving end. The two-man game between Manalili and Santos.
Ito yung pinag-uusapan lang natin kanina, yung swing na pwedeng makuha ng Letran. Mina-maximize nila na mas maliit at mas maganda, mas malaki yung frame nito ni Santos dun sa bantay niya, making sure na ma-attract nung guard yung big man to get that open pocket pass.
Jonty off balance. No problem for Jonty Miller.
Kanina yung drive niya, Ja Morant. Pero yung pull-up na yan, Clarkson yan.
Yeah. He is a very crafty scorer. Talking about Jonty Miller. Can get it in a variety of ways. Manalili. Drop off. This time it's Buensalida scoring underneath. Manalili is having a field day against the San Beda defense here in the first.
Yeah, Letran's bigs in general. Actually, ang gumagawa ng paraan para makabalik itong Letran. Props to the guards also of Letran for seeing those pocket passes.
Banker is good for Jonty Miller. And the bank is open on a Sunday as well.
Yeah, and he's feeling it.
Yeah. He is starting to enjoy this rivalry game. Manalili. Crossover. Ding, scoop, and a hoop for Manalili.
Okay, sa mga hindi nakakapansin, ang ginagawa ng Letran dito sa ball screen, they make sure na mas mababa yung ball screen nila, nasa may 3 points or below. Kasi uma-under tong depensa ng Beda. Under or go through. And then, by doing so, ma-attract mo talaga yung big. And in that case earlier, bumalik agad yung big na open ngayon yung guard nila for that layup.
This is going to be an offensive foul against Bismarck Lina. On the screen, Benny Estacio comes in for the first time. Chad Gamad also in for Letran. Jonty Miller, look at these baskets.
That's a tough shot.
Foot. Yeah.
That's a tough shot.
And then, this is a contested attempt. Falling down, even using the glass to get the points.
Parang napadaan lang. Oops, andito na ako.
And he makes it look easy, Prince.
Oo, dumidikit kayo. Bigyan ko kayo ng 2 points. Dikit kayo ulit, bigyan ko isa pa 2 points. Tapos patawa-tawa lang sa gilid. May sobrang simple lang na player.
Yeah.
And hindi siya masyadong napapagod kasi very minimal yung contact. And yan yung mga bagay na hindi natin napapansin. May mga guards talaga na magagaling bumasa nung situation na hindi nila kailangan makipagbanggaan, makipag-ubusan ng lakas para makapunta dun sa mga spots nila. And makakuha ng mga tira na gusto na. Again, yung kay Miller na yun, 2 beses siya tumira, same spot.
Yeah.
Same outcome.
5.5 to go in the first. Roque to trigger. Rosilio makes a catch. Rosilio, that is rejected by Etule. Heave. Just off to the right. That's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action of San Beda versus Letran round 1. It's the Red Lions carrying the 4-point advantage. We'll be back for the rest of the game. Second quarter coming up.
And again, first quarter pa lang. Yung score natin, talagang dikit siya. Lumayo lang itong San Beda ng konti, pero bumabalik yung Letran.
That was the story of our first quarter. But again, Red Lions, dun sa dulo ng quarter na yon, this guy took over. Jonty Miller, enabling San Beda to maintain the lead. But he turns it over to start the second frame. So defense will be key for Letran, especially against Jonty Miller today.
And that's gonna be the key for Letran. Itong depensa talaga kasi doon nag-uumpisa yung energy ng Letran. If kilala nyo itong team ng Letran, doon sila kumukuha talaga ng buwelo. Doon sa pressure defense nila. And evident yun, nung nag-start silang pressure, nung umpisa ng first quarter natin, nakakuha sila ng mga magagandang play. Kaso lang, nagkaroon ng mga fouls na tawag sa mga players nila. Medyo bumaba yung pressure at doon lumamang yung San Beda.
Noong first quarter, 6.5 to go. Nasa penalty na itong Letran Knights. So that's something they want to avoid here in the second frame, to avoid giving freebies to San Beda. Peter Rosilio, that one rolled out. Buensalida. We have a collision right in the middle. Lina will be called for this foul. Pangalawa, ni Bismarck Lina. Peter Rosilio almost making it right over Miller. Just went out. Battle for the rebound. And Buensalida and Lina colliding.
Pero kung titignan mo, I think sa perspective ko na to, yung ginagawa nitong San Beda, di bale nang yung bigs nila ang sumot. Yung bigs ng Letran ang sumot. Kesa yung guards. Kasi pag yung guards ng Letran nang uminit, alam natin na buong game, kaya nila mag-take over. Pero kapag hindi sila uminit sa umpisa sa huli, baka may chance na hindi nila magtuloy-tuloy yung scoring opportunities para sa guard.
That's right. Zed Etule. Sidesteps. He sidestepped into the defense.
Could have been an easy layup.
Yeah. Estrada pounded right now as he picked up his dribble. Rosilio. Santos inilabas pa. Roque from mid-range. Roque drops it in.
Napakagandang read para kay Santos. Nakuha niya na yung bola sa gitna. Open siya. Pero in-attract niya yung tatlong depensa to give that open shot to his teammate. Trusting his teammate na he's gonna make it, and he did.
Jun Roque is the third player to tally 4 points for Letran in the first half. Itong foul na to itatawag kay Peter Rosilio.
Ito na ulit yung aggressiveness ng depensa nila na medyo sumusobra.
Ito, Jun Roque with the short stop. Misfired dun sa kanyang 3-point attempt previously. Dito bumawi siya.
Siyempre, yung unang attempt, tinira niya kagad sa malayo. Normally yan, pag mga ganyan. Doon ka muna sa mas higher percentage.
Penny. Too strong for Estacio. And here comes Peter Rosilio to set the table for Letran. They're really going early on the shot clock. Rosilio, wow, slices into the San Beda defense.
Letran punishing that San Beda defense, yung ball screen defense nila na uma-under, going through, making sure na yung guard pinagbabayad talaga nila.
Pareho na yan, Manalili, Rosilio, ganyan ginagawa against the defense of San Beda. Now let's use this opportunity to go back courtside with our courtside reporter. Nandito si Fatima Reyes. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin and Prince, alam nyo, nabanggit sa akin ni Jonathan Manalili na huwag ko na daw banggitin kay Coach Allen Ricardo ang tungkol sa kanilang mga buhok. But to answer our curiosity, I asked the same question to Coach Allen, and he told me na pinagbigyan lang daw niya ang kanyang kuponan dahil lahat naman daw sila ay nag-adjust lamang noong unang laro. But this time, there is no more room for excuses. Magpapagupit na sila kung kailangan. Kaya naman ito ang isa sa motibasyon ng Letran Knights para maipanalo ang larong ito. And let's see how they will keep up this motivation. Martin and Prince.
Thank you so much. Fatima Reyes, thank you. So, confirmed. Ayan, binigyan muna niya ng tsansa. Bumawi yung kanyang mga bata. Talking about Coach Allen Ricardo. And they're hoping they can get their first win today.
Actually, yung una, ano pa yun parang, sige, tsansa muna to. Pero itong game na to, statement na to, na kapag hindi pa rin nila nakuha, kinakailangan na ata talaga.
We'll see. They've come back in this first half. Naitabla na nila ang laban. Brian Zahonia is back in for the Red Lions. He floats it up. No. Celso with a cleanup.
Okay. Yung play na yon, hindi siguro mapapansin ng mga ibang tao, pero yun yung tinatawag na Gortat screen. After using that screen, the guard has to cage the original defender, and then the big will seal the big guy, giving that open layup, which they did. And they got an offensive rebound out of it and a putback by Celso.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Name, of course, came from the Polish hammer, Marcin Gortat.
Yes.
Diba?
Sa mga hindi nakakilala sa kanya, tinawag yung screen na yun ng pangalan niya kasi siya lang ang gumagawa nun sa NBA.
Yeah. One of the best screeners in the NBA. Etule misfires. That was an open look.
That was a back-to-back miss by him.
Si Gortat din kasi ang lapad niya.
Yes. Hindi siya ganun kabilis, hindi siya ganun ka-athletic. Pero napakataas ng IQ niya to the point na naisip niya after setting a screen, yung sunod na screen ko, dun sa tao ko na. Kasi pag na-cage ng teammate ko to, sigurado na magkakaroon siya ng open lane. Which a lot of teams are doing now. Kasi yun na yung trend ng basketball.
24-22. Look at the field goal shooting. San Beda, 6 out of 21. But they are ahead. Estrada knocks down the corner triple. Letran takes over the lead for the first time. 25-22. Kaya napa-timeout si Coach Yuri Escueta. Welcome back to the coverage. As you're watching NCAA Season 101. Maraming pong salamat sa inyong panonood. Father Vic Calvo Jr. OP, Mancom representative of Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Nakita nyo na sa likod. Mancom rep din ng Perpetual, Sir Frank Rusi Jr. Ito naman po, si Attorney Jonas Cabochan from San Beda University. Watching intently on our first rivalry game of the season. 25-24, Letran has taken over the lead. They've outscored San Beda so far in the second. 7-2. This is Dr. Alan Paul Laico from the Lyceum of the Philippines University. That's their new Mancom rep.
Nautakan itong ni Kuahaw, si Sahonia.
Ito si Frank Gusi, Sir Frank Gusi from the University of Perpetual Health System, Delta. Okay. That's not what you want to see, especially after a timeout, Prince. Oh, Dr. Lorenzo from EAC is also here.
Siyempre, kasi merong special play na gustong i-run si Coach eh.
San Beda is called for another foul.
Oh, mukhang San Beda naman ata ngayon yung magiging penalty ng maaga. With 6 minutes to foul? 6 minutes mo lang.
Yeah.
Parehas na situation sa first quarter except baliktad.
Baliktad. Here's the trigger from the sideline. Manalini surveys. Sends it out to Kuahaw. Panik sa kanya. 8 to shoot. Manalini trying to shake off Reyes. Manalini off balance. No. And the rebound pulled down by Atule.
Oh, in that case, the San Beda team went over the screen. And nakakuha sila ng magandang stop.
Hand off for Sahonia. Uy. Buensalida will be called for this one. He was complaining that there was minimal contact. Pero itatawag pa rin sa kanya to. Let's see what happened. Yun yung sundot niya kay Sahonia. Meron. On the right arm.
Oo, ang babalikan lang ulit natin dyan. Lahat ng coach, sinasabi nila sa players nila, andyan ka na eh. Huwag mo na sundutan. Kasi kahit sabihin mong all ball yan, bibigyan mo ng chancing referee na tawagan ka. Which in case, tinawagan siya. And alam natin na kakailangan nila yung big throughout the game kasi yung mga players nila medyo nasa foul trouble talaga.
At pang-apat na team foul na yan. Itong, hold on. Right now, dito sa scoreboard natin, pareho na.
Oh, kasi kung pares kang apat, next foul mo, penalty na.
Estrada attacking Atule. And Jim Boy will head to the free throw line. So both teams can actually play the free throw game.
Oo. Dapat kung sino mas aggressive at saka mas mabilis ang pace.
Jim Boy Estrada running into two defenders.
And isa yan sa mga strengths ni Jimboy, ano? Doesn't matter kung sino yung nasa harapan niya. Kaya niyang dalhin yung bola sa taas. At may oras pa siyang mag-isip kung anong gusto niyang gawin.
He has been quiet so far. Talking about Jimboy Estrada, only couple of points. And the rebound. But they're ahead, 25-24. Of course, Estrada, this is his second year with the Letran Knights. He missed both. Nigel Gonzalez. Sahonia has it. They move to the other side. Gonzalez did not use the screen, but he was rejected by Santos. What a help by Kevin Santos.
It's just that the defense can't stop him. You know, ang ganda ng help ng teammate mo getting that block. Pero yung mga teammates mo tumingin na lang sa bola. Again, lahat ng coaches ipapaalala sa inyo na hindi magsa-stop ang defense hanggat hindi natin nakukuha yung defensive rebound. Which in that case, nakuha pa ng San Beda yung offensive rebound, nakakuha pa ng foul.
Yeah.
So pinagbayad talaga sila doon.
So Joe Celso knocking down the first.
And again, this is gonna be big for both teams. Ano, parehas silang nasa penalty. And as you said kanina, andito na tayo sa free throw game. Kung sino mas makakashoot ng mas maraming free throw or makakakuha ng mas maraming free throw attempts this quarter might get away with a lead for the first half.
That's the first miss of the Red Lions as a team from the free throw line today. Manalili to Cuajao. He's got the look. Misfiring that time. Di pa nakakakuha ng rhythm. Ito si Deo Cuajao.
Parang masyadong malapit kasi yung tira nun eh. Sanay siya na from the parking lot eh.
Layo pa siyang konti mamaya. Inside pass. Boy Salida scores.
Dinupot sa ilalim.
Crisp execution from the San Beda Red Lions.
That was a very beautiful look by Joe Celso. He was open. He was already open. Pero nung makita niya yung teammate niya na open din sa cut, he gave up his open jump shot for that beautiful Dupont layup.
Look at this. Big to big action. Celso, you know, yun yung recognition.
Yes.
And the nice cut by Ponsalida as well.
And again, babalikan natin yung sinabi natin kanina na ito ang pinakamagandang bond na meron yung San Beda kasi naging mahaba yung preparation nila and marami silang napagdaanan throughout the preseason. And kitang-kita mo sa mga plays na tinatakbo nila, yung recognition nila sa isa't isa. Alam nila kung nasa saan yung teammate nila na to the point na kahit na, yung sinasabi lang, kahit hindi ako nakatingin, alam kong andun siya. Familiarity.
Yeah. And again, pinagtibay nila yan through, you know, different tournaments, through travels.
And types of training.
Types of training. They went to Spain, went up against Euro players there, you know, tougher, taller competition. So, kaya ganito yung tinatakbo ng San Beda Red Lions. Of course, they have strong pieces on this team, but it's only a matter of how to make it work for Coach Yuri. Sahonia. Right to left swing for San Beda here. They
Look
go
at
to
that.
Brian.
Look at the pressure of Letran.
Sahonia, no.
Foul.
That's a whistle against Brian Sahonia. So Deo Cuajao will take two.
That was a great defense by Cuajao. Standing in ground.
Ito off the spin. Slightly pulling the chair. Kasi paatake. Baseline itong si Sahonia.
Nawala yung balance ni Brian.
Naghahanap siya ng contact ng konti. And for Deo Cuajao, you know, he's been struggling with the shooting in this game. This can actually get him going. 0 out of 2 so far from the field. Can't get his rhythm from the free throw line. Again, he did not play in the first game. He was under the weather. This is also the first season na sa college division na kasama niya yung kapatid niya sa ANC, naglalaro sa San Sebastian. Si Ian Cuajao.
And speaking of kapatid, first time magkakalaban kami ng kapatid.
Uy! Good luck.
Pero sa November pa yun. And again, usapang pamilya na rin lang. Nanonood yung mommy at daddy ko. Ayan, tsaka yung mga kapatid ko nanonood ngayon. Binabati ko kayo. I love you. Siyempre, yung asawa ko rin yan yung anak ko. Ayan, love na love ko kayo.
It's a family affair after all.
Oo.
Sunday, big game.
Oo, siyempre. Bonding yan eh. Bonding time yan eh.
28-27. Miller, who dribbles in, no. Santos grabs the rebound.
Pinakita niya yung athleticism niya. Kita mo kung gaano kalagpas yung kamay niya compare mo doon sa kamay ng mga San Beda. Parang umabot lang sila sa elbow.
And again, pag binigay mo yung bantay na big guy dito kay Jonathan Mananini, he is just seeing red. Look at this. Crossing over on Bonsalida. Pumeke pa. And got inside. That's how he breaks down his defender.
And kung titignan mo itong klase ng laro ng Letran, very seldom ka makakita ng mga pull-up game. Dito sa game na to, itong first and second quarter na to, bihira yung pull-up sa kanila, pull-up jumper. Mas gusto nilang inaatake sa loob, making sure mas higher yung percentage ng mga tira na makukuha nila.
And that might be the wiser thing to do. Diba? Given the situation right now, parehas kayo nasa penalty, dami pang minuto natitira sa ating second quarter.
And ang daming kulang sa San Beda to the point na pag nakakuha ka ng mga foul trouble, guys,
ninipis.
Ninipis yung bench nila na pag-iisipan nila ngayon kung isusugal ba nila na maiwan dyan sa loob kahit na may 3 or 2 foul na o ilalabas na kita. Mabubutasan ba?
Jumel Puno is back inside.
He has been quiet.
And you know, kakabalik lang nito ni Jumel Puno. Halata na minamanage pa ni Coach Yuri yung kanyang mga minuto. But there's a whistle here. Nigel Gonzalez will take 2. So Mananini will be whistled for this one. Gonzalez hit some big shots against Benilde. Nigel was 3 out of 4, had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He is now one of the veterans. Parang kailan lang, kino-cover natin siya sa high school basketball when he was part of the Mapua Red Robins. Now he's one of the vets.
And medyo big name. Big name siya dati.
Big name. Siya talaga yung leader ng Mapua team na yon. Of course, won a championship in his rookie year. Offensive board para kay Atule. Reset for the Red Lions. Nigel.
Napasama pa yung pagiging patient ito ni Nigel.
May nga lang nasalo ito ni John T. Miller. So turnover for the White Shirts. Nakita mo yung conversation ni Celso tsaka ni Gonzalez at midcourt.
Hindi ako sure kung sinasabi niya umatake o ipasa mo sa akin. Kasi open rin si Joe sa ilalim. Sure, that would have been a good decision to wait for the offense talaga and to set up. Knowing Coach Yuri's system, mas maganda yung tinatakbo nila kapag sumusunod sila.
Kevin Santos, right over Atule. Shadow malakas. Tapeño, shot clock did not reset. Tapeño turns around, off the glass, off. John T. Miller now. Miller has 7 points so far. Miller fades away. No go. Estrada comes up with it. Jimboy against the taller Jumel Puno. He is being doubled by 2 bigs. Rosilio setting the table now. He surveys the situation. They go inside to Tapeño, and that's a pull against Gonzalez. Foul was called in the positioning. It was on that grab by the hip area.
Pero tendency talaga yan. Kapag mismatch ka dun sa gustong pumoste sa'yo, una mong gagawin talaga is to grab.
Time out muna tayo. Balik sa ating laban. San Beda versus Letran. We're still in the first half. 2:45 to go. Letran came alive here in the second frame. They've outscored San Beda 12-6. Pero bumagal na yung scoring natin, Prince.
Oo, mas naging aggressive kasi itong Letran, in terms of offense, hindi man sila bumibilis sa pace, pero mas inaatake nila itong San Beda sa loob. Hindi with their bigs, with their guards, making sure na pinagbabayad nila yung Beda by going under or going through dun sa mga ball screens nila, initiating those contacts to San Beda's bigs and getting fouled.
And they have different players to do that for them. Meron kang Estrada, Rosilio, meron kang Jonathan Manalini, even Luis Tapeño, who is an undersized big, can also do that against the San Beda players.
Yes, and Quahao also. I mean, he hasn't been making his shot from the outside kasi hindi siya makahanap ng butas. Pero he's really trying to get into the paint to create something not for him, maybe, but for his teammates.
First free throw, no problem para dito kay Luis Tapeño, who is a transferee from St. Clair. Ito, kampe dati. They're reunited with his old teammate in St. Clair, ito si Jimboy Estrada. Bismarck Lina is back in. Lina and Santos will be matching up. Etule, siya ay nagtawid. Zed Etule able to draw the foul.
And yun yung naging kulang dito sa San Beda kanina, Medyo perimeter shots ang nakikita natin from them. But their bigs are really working so hard na sila yung nakakuha ng offensive rebound and nakakuha sila ng foul. Pero ito yung nawala, yung umaatake.
This is a very versatile lineup on the court for San Beda. They have a true center in Bismarck Lina.
And then they have 3 guards. No, actually, there's a 4 guard with Etule and Puno and Miller who can switch spots.
Ang true point guard mo, si Nigel Gonzalez.
Na veterano na rin para sa San Beda.
So, tatlong 6'4/6'5". And then Gonzalez at around 6'1". This is a very flexible lineup for Coach Yuri. Letran, they have Rosilio, Tapeño, Santos, Roque, and Estrada. Tapeño. Ito kay Jimboy napunta against Miller this time. Jimboy drop off. He stepped outside.
Would have been a great play for Jimboy, Getting 2 defenders on him and getting an escape dribble to the baseline and then dropping a pass to Santos. Hindi lang nag-work out.
Gonzalez, open look, left it short. It stays with San Beda. Santos, Lina, with some color here. Teka lang. Ang tawag, unsportsmanlike foul against Kevin Santos.
And prior to this play, nabanggit ko sa iyo, Martin, kanina na panuorin mo itong dalawang bigs natin from San Beda and Letran kasi parang nagkakainitan na.
Oo nga eh.
And in this case, meron nang natawagan. Ito na. Rivalry. Yan ang definition ng rivalry. Hindi ka papayag, hindi ka aatras, kahit ano ba yan.
Parehas mainit eh. Ito, Lina, posisyonan. Kasama si Santos. Box out by Santos. Ito, nangyari yan. Okay, in this sequence, okay. The chest bump by Kevin Santos on Lina.
Pero nag-start yan dun sa rebound. Nung tumukod si Bismarck na hindi natawagan ng foul ng referee. Kasi I think it was a good play. It was a really good play. Bismarck was in his position. Si Santos nasa ilalim siya ng ring. So mahihirapan talaga siya makakuha ng chance dun sa rebound na yon. Pero hindi yata niya nagustuhan na hindi natawagan ng referee. But again, break to the game. There are things na hindi nakikita ng referee, things na nakikita nila. It's just a matter of may call ba or wala. Pero hindi ka kailangan gumanti agad. Kasi pagbabayarin ka niya mga yan.
Double black ay ito para sa Letran Knights. Kevin Santos natawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul at pangatlo na niya yan.
Aaron Buensalida
So,
Coming in for Kevin Santos.
And to say na double black eye, ang ganda ng tinatakbo nila eh.
yeah.
Imagine getting a unsportsmanlike foul nang maganda yung tinatakbo nyo na pwedeng mag-shift yung momentum sa kalaban. Diba? Especially patapos ng second quarter. Ito yung pwede maging dictation ninyo papunta sa third quarter. And syempre, ayaw mo naman ng gano'n, diba?
You're right. Letran has done a great job in maintaining and riding this wave of momentum that they have. Lina, though, misses the first. Eto, here's a... Oh, okay. So, nag-react si Santos dun sa forearm sa likod neto ni Bismarck. Pero yung reaction, yung
normally, yun naman talaga tinatawagan ng referees eh. Hindi yung unang instance, yung pangalawa. Kasi yun na yung nakikita nila.
Both misses for Bismarck Lina. And he is trying to establish position inside. Miller couldn't get it to him. Jonty attacks and gets fouled as well.
Narinig yata nila tayo na hindi na sila umaatake. Binigyan tayo ng dalawang sunod na atake nitong San Beda.
So, Jonty Miller.
And again, penalty eh. That's the way to go. I mean, get as much fouls as you can. Get to the line. It's the easiest shot, sabi nga nila. But at the same time, the hardest. Kasi tinawag siyang free throw kasi open. Pero once na tumayo ka na dyan, ibang-iba yung pakiramdam. Natitira ka ng free throw rather than a layup, a jump shot. Kasi andyan dyan sa'yo lahat ng pressure.
That's right. Nasa'yo lahat din yung focus. 1 out of 2 for Jonty Miller. His first miss today from the line. Letran maintains the lead. Rosilio left with space. Bismarck Lina pulls it down. Jumel Puno. No. Still unable to find any points. Oh, Etule gets the steal. They have the numbers. Etule, yes!
At least yung sidestep ngayon nag-work na. Hindi na papunta sa depensa. Iniwasan na yung depensa.
Zed Etule. 6'5" rookie from Letran, or from Aklan rather.
And San Beda still challenging itong 3 points ng Letran by still going under dun sa mga ball screens nila. And
Jonty, no.
Not able to make them pay for going under. Kasi hindi nila ma-shoot itong tira sa labas.
Nakabalik na dito ang San Beda at sila na ulit ang may hawak ng abante. Rosilio, pass is picked off. Etule, San Beda has the numbers. Etule to Puno. Too quick. Plays in transition for the Red Lions.
And dalawang turnover para dito sa Letran na back-to-back. Nag-umpisa lang yan dun sa unsportsmanlike foul.
That is Jumel Puno's first basket in NCAA Season 101. Buen Salida counters right back with a short jumper.
Also smart play by Buen Salida. Bakit pa ako lalapit dun sa bantay? Open na ako.
Final seconds. Final shot time for San Beda. Jumel, wala. Lina cleans it up.
Bismarck Lina.
Quality minutes for Bismarck Lina. Itong last 3 minutes na to, kay Bismarck nang galing yung energy nitong San Beda.
A run unleashed by the Red Lions to end the first half. They are in front again, 37-34. When we come back, we'll have the highlights